NBC with a call, the 143rd running of the Kentucky Derby moments ago. And you know what? If you're looking for something to enjoy with the family tonight, head out to Coons Market and grab yourself some Isley's Chip Chopped Ham. Get a couple of pounds of that gold, wonderful deli meat and put it in a crock pot. And I guarantee you the neighbors will be over because it'll smell that good. One thing's for sure, it was picturesque. Now, a muddy track, yes, but the sun was shining. It looked like a Rembrandt painting as it unfolded on NBC. Mike Tirico and company. Just a tremendous afternoon at Churchill Downs. Talk about an exciting race. And Always Dreaming, who was a 4-1 favorite, won going away and held off challenges from Looking at Lee, along with Classic Empire and Battle at Midway. Dave Pasquale is our handicapper. He is right now on the Comcast Sports Line to talk all about it. David, Always Dreaming has become a reality. That, of course, Jose Velasquez, your jockey, he gets his second Kentucky Derby title. How are you? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rob. Nice to be with you. Yeah, I am not shocked. Of course, you couldn't be with Always Dreaming winning that race. The horse that I liked the best in that race was the one that finished second, Looking at Lee. Did a nice close, but in the end, Always Dreaming seemed to have everything in hand. As a matter of fact, the race itself was kind of boring because you get out there and the closers didn't close, didn't run a jump. There was all the deep closers, horses like Practical Joke and Sonneteer, horses like that, Enhanced, a horse I liked a lot. Those horses didn't run a jump. I don't know what it was. And then one of the bigger disappointments was the horse that came over from England, that Thunder Snow, the 2-horse, broke down right out of the gate. I don't know what happened to him yet. They haven't said yet whether he got hurt or he just didn't like the mud. That horse has never run in the mud. He's running grass and he's running dirt, but never ran in the mud. And I think maybe he just didn't like the mud, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully he didn't get hurt, but he surely did break down immediately out of the gate.
This is NBC's race. Make no mistake about it. Tremendous camera work today, and I love the up close and personal. Literally, as the horse was cooling down and they were trotting around with that victory lap headed towards the winner's circle, Jose Velasquez talking very first thing out of his mouth. I guess it paid off to stay close to the rail. Did it pay off for him, do you believe, being so close to the rail as they went to the far turn and into the home stretch? The winning horse again, Always Dreaming?
I have to watch the replay again, but Always Dreaming was never threatened. I mean, I think he could have run that. He could have run that race against the grandstand fence and still won it because they just did not advance on him. Other than Looking at Lee in the last 200 yards, nobody closed. They just sat in place. And as I said before, it's kind of a boring effort on the part of the other horses. But credit to and your hats off to Always Dreaming, and certainly to J.R. Velasquez. I think he's quite a jockey and probably one of the better ones without a doubt, one of the better ones in the country today, one of the better ones in the world today.
Hey, looking ahead to the Preakness and the Belmont, do you have a feel that Always Dreaming, because of its dominance here today at the Kentucky Derby, could be a threat to at least get 2 out of 3? And you got to also think about Irish War Crime, who was at a disadvantage today, no thanks to anybody but Mother Nature, because that horse, who really had a lot of expectations, had never raced on a muddy track. So just some of your thoughts moving forward to the second leg of horse racing's Triple Crown in a few weeks. That, of course, is the Preakness Stakes.
Well, the way Always Dreaming dominated in this race, and he dominated in the race before in the Florida Derby as well, you got to think that the horse has a chance to win 2 out of 3, if not 3 out of 3. The one thing that I thought would happen in that race, and it did, I thought it would be a very slow time because none of these horses have shown much in the way of speed in any of their previous races. And this race was running about 2:03 and 3, which is about the same time that California Chrome ran and won the Derby a few years back. And that's pretty slow. You got to compare that to Secretariat, who did it in 1:59 and 2. So you're talking about 3 or 4 seconds faster, which equates to about 15 to 20 lengths faster than or ahead of somebody like Classic or somebody like Always Dreaming today.
All right, you look at Battle at Midway and, of course, Classic Empire and that second place finish, you're looking at Lee. You have to just think outside the box. If the weather's different, dry track, different results, or do you think that the dominant horse did exactly what everyone thought was a 4-1 favor, flat out dominated, and probably would have done the same thing if the track was drier and faster, meaning Always Dreaming?
I think so. I think so. It's just the other horses were so dull. I don't think a dry track would have made much difference. You might say, there might have been one or two horses in there that didn't like the mud, but they not all of them could have disliked it, other than Always Dreaming. I think they just it was just a poor effort, and I think that points to the weakness of this year's field as well. I just don't think that they have that much class or that much talent in this 20-horse field this year. And we'll see come Preakness Day if they get a dry track, and if some of those closers that ran today do run in the Preakness. Let's see if they fire on a dry track, if in fact they get a dry track for the Preakness.
All right, coming up tomorrow, right after CBS Radio News at noon, Dave Pasquale and Ted Arnaud and the Disc Institute of Pittsburgh Newsline will once again recap the 143rd running of the Kentucky Derby. Moments ago on NBC, Always Dreaming wins going away. So I hope you'll join us tomorrow. Busy night for us in the Pratt Pack Gym. We'll be back later with Greg Diulis from Banish Management Group and the postmortem on the Pens game, Game 5 against the Washington Capitals. They'll drop the puck shortly, a little after 7 on the NBC Sports Network. Doc Emmerich with a call. Will he or will he not go? Sidney Crosby, one thing's for sure, the Penguins up 3-1, would like to finish and close this series out tonight, in which they have a chance against Washington. Enjoy the rest of your night, and again, Always Dreaming, your winner at the Kentucky Derby.